Welcome to this episode of Wanderlust Solo Women Travel Unscripted. Real women, real stories, real journeys, and no filter. Join Gina, your host, to share the experiences and stories of solo female travelers and advocates from all over the world, with a mission to empower women of all ages, backgrounds, and life stages to embrace solo female travel with confidence and enthusiasm, while being authentic and real, unscripted. Confronting the challenges and apprehensions many women face when considering solo adventures, providing inspiration to break through those barriers. Sharing how life transitions, loss, and trauma can lead to amazing experiences, rediscovery, and life journeys. The good, the bad, and the ugly of authentic and honest travel. So let's throw out the script, get comfy, and jump right into this episode.
Kia ora and welcome to this episode of Wanderlust Solo Women Travel Unscripted. I'm so excited to be back here with you. I thought I'd pop in and have a little chat about bucking up while traveling. So I've been having some great chats with some future guests that are going to be coming on, and this has brought up a lot of travel memories for me because back when I was traveling, I didn't document a lot of stuff. So chatting about it with everyone has brought up a lot of, oh God, I did that thing. I fucked up that time. And the point about that is we all fuck up. We all are going to make mistakes, and it's part of the learning and growing process. So this relates to travel as well. You know, we're all going to make mistakes. Even experienced travelers still make mistakes. So I just wanted to share some of my mistakes to show that, you know, I've been where you are too, and I'm still probably going to make mistakes in the future as well. But that's all part of it. You know, some of the things I've done, I'm going, oh my God, I'll never ever do that again. A really good example of that is, I think it was my second time to Thailand, and I went up north with a friend. I'm very much into animal conservation and animal ethics and welfare, and we had planned to stay at the elephant sanctuary up there, but prior to that we did another little trip, and again we thought we were doing the right thing. We went to this place that had elephants and we rode an elephant together. Admittedly, it was probably one of the better places. I even, you know, they pretty much just left us to it and the animals were just grazing. Then the next following days we went and stayed at the elephant sanctuary, which was incredible. This is up by Chiang Mai. And there we got educated on how elephants are broken, the ethics behind elephant riding, and how it's not a good thing to support. So did I fuck up? I did something I wouldn't do again, but I learned and I actively found out about that, and I now share that with others. So I'm just saying that even, you know, I've made mistakes, and some of them I'm not too proud of, but that's how I learned. Another one, again, it's in Thailand. This is more of a cultural F-up. We were at one of the temples and I got a photo by one of the Buddha statues. Great photo. I really love the photo. I don't share it anymore because I was had my back facing, I was sitting on the ground back facing the statue with my feet pointing towards the statue. Now that's a cultural no-no. I didn't know. So at the time, I was just, I didn't have that knowledge. I've learned that since. So I try and share that with people now. But these are just things that we do make mistakes. When I was recently in Cuba, we went to see and learn about Santeria. And one of the mentors and guides there, he was going through the induction process into Santeria. This is where you see everyone dressed in white. Now, I didn't know that part of that culture of being inducted into that religion is you not to take photos of these people that are going through this process. He was telling us along with the other guide all about this, and before he told me about that, I took a photo, and then he started to explain it, and I had to interrupt him and I said, look, I'm sorry, I actually just literally took some photos of you. I apologize. I didn't know. And he said it was done in innocence. So you know now, that's different, but all is forgiven because it was done in innocence. And I think that's the learning process, and that's just in general in life too. We're all going to make mistakes. So embrace those mistakes as part of your journey and, you know, learn and grow from them. And then, you know, teach others, share that experience with others. And then that's how the message gets spread around about, especially in this days where, you look at Bali and, for example, and the bad behavior of some people there and how they're cracking down on tourists. It just shows you in this modern day of knowledge that's at our fingertips. I don't know if it's ignorance or arrogance, but some people don't know the cultural ethics and what is the right and wrong thing to do. So learning this as you travel is just one way of embracing that culture. And, everybody's different. I still know friends that, will probably do things traveling that ethically I don't promote, but that's their thing. And then they learn and grow from that. One of these good examples is the Lawak coffee in Bali. I'm not telling anyone not to go, but ethically myself, I wouldn't encourage people or my friends to do that just because of the way that animals are exploited in the major industry. There are ethical places, but do your research. But we all make mistakes. Embrace those mistakes as part of the journey. I'm sure as soon as I get off this episode, I'm going to think of even more mistakes I've made while traveling. Maybe that's for another episode. But I'm really looking forward to bringing you some more information about how we are promoting solo travel as a tool for personal growth and transformation. But that's easier said than done. You can see lots of podcasts and lots of influencers and a lot of social media reels and stories going, yeah, so solo travel's so amazing and go do it and leave the 9 to 5 and all that. And that might be all very well and good, but how do you actually do it? Is it actually possible? And why are people banging on about solo travel so much and how empowering it is? So stay tuned for more episodes when I dive into that a little bit more. We've got an awesome guest coming up next, Joanna. She's going to be coming all the way from Oman. And I've also been talking to women from India, the US, Canada, Albania. So I can't wait to bring them all to you soon. So please stay tuned. Hopefully as this podcast grows, we will learn together and I will get some of the tech issues sorted, and I'm sure I will look back at these episodes and just the same thing of, made some fuck ups on these, but it's all part of the journey and hopefully I'll learn and grow from it. So I'll leave you with that note. And yeah, please share in the comments section. Have you made any fuck ups while traveling? I'd love to hear those stories and maybe you can come and share them on a podcast episode. So subscribe, and I can't wait to bring more exciting journeys and stories to you about inspiring women and how they're empowering us all to travel solo, be bold and brave. Till then, be good and happy travels.
Thanks for listening. Please share the love by liking, commenting, or subscribing, or join us in our Facebook community.